you are reading, are you for what you feel like you might believe? And like say, or are you saying it how it is, and you're like, and you're trying to, or you're saying it how because you're saying what they think it is what it thinks they mean. So you tell them what it is, and then they say, what does that mean? You know?
Yeah.
And you're like, no, this means that, and they're like, no, this means this, and you tell them what it actually means.
Yeah.
Because it has a universal symbolic meaning.
Yeah.
Or are you going to change the meaning of it based upon the culture of the people that you're talking to?
I would say,
how are you ever supposed to know?
I would say I try to do a little bit of both. Because a lot of people are really misinformed. They think that everything is one-sided. No matter how well in your circumstance, let's just say this means this, for the sake of them not having their perception of reality.
Okay.
But what are the fundamental?
What if they argue?
Then I would argue back with them. It would turn into a debate. but yeah, I would be like, well, that's one way of proceeding it.
Okay. You wouldn't talk them into. What I would probably do is talk them into why what they're perceiving is actually what I'm saying.
Right.
Because when I would do it, I would just I would just always bring it back in. It's all one thing. I don't want to say that.
Right.
I would probably just lead up on a giant symbol train and then just end up in saying,
right. Like
that's how I would do it.
Yeah.
Go. Tarot.
I think tarot can be one of the many different ways.
Okay. So, but have you done a lot of different types of spiritual practices?
Yeah.
What about what?
Let me start back to.
What would you say it's a lifestyle?
It is a lifestyle. I think it's a lifestyle for sure. Like I started off with paganism, pagan-based practices, Wicca, witchcraft,
most people,
Santeria, voodoo. I wanted to study everything. I'm just like, let me just go.
Moving through concepts and like the concepts. You know about all the concepts, you know that they all exist, but then you like actually dwell into a concept. It's like, oh wow. Yeah.
I didn't sit back and say, oh,
I just do my own thing.
Yeah. That's what it led to.
It's chaos, and what I call it is chaos yoga.
Yeah, chaos yoga.
I call it chaos yoga because like chaos magic.
Right.
But no. It's chaos yoga. It's you've been here, done this, you know your union with all of it. And so now you can just maneuver it. You can just maneuver it and, go with how it works.
Yeah, that's what it led me to. After
Hey, do you know that book? Since you
like
are a psychic, since you work on a psychic app,
I haven't actually run across this, but I think I've seen some of the. There's a lot of.
I should probably do this one. I'm seeing something in there.
Actually, I befriended this drum.
Oh, cool. So you're gonna play the drum?
Yeah, I'm gonna play the drum. Yeah, but I read a book that talked a lot about using psychic abilities, grounding yourself, protecting yourself. Opening up the third eye.
The aura.
Yeah.
What do you think about the aura?
I think it's a real. I think
there's an aura to each body that we have.
Yeah, each person.
Each body. No, I mean each body, you, me, any point perspective of existence of infinity of all of us. We each have a body and we each emit a field. And I mean like this, I mean you, I mean me, I mean the tree, I mean the crystal. And so that's just, and so if you can realize what energy is accumulated up right here and accept and forgive it all. Yeah. And we'll build it up with pure forgiveness. So yeah, that's just what it decided to do now. Hmm.
Right. There's a glitter there, but I guess there is a glitter sort of.
So, but do you feel it? Do you feel?
Oh,
do you
yeah.
actively
All the time.
feel in your aura, like, or does it
Yeah,
just kinda
I would
happen?
say sometimes I
Are you
just I
constantly?
try to just be,
Okay.
and then
You don't really focus on.
I can feel things. I can feel the
You focus on others' auras. Do you think
I can
others'
feel
auras
other
are there for
people.
other people to focus on, or do you think?
Um,
Or do you think?
I think how I view aura is someone in their current state of existence. What they're putting on. Because I've had my auras, my energy change. I've seen other people change by
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Well, it'll just change based upon your emotions, right? The color changes based upon your emotions. The drum?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you playing it?
Well, I'm sort of appreciating. It's really, I haven't had a chance to play with drums in a while, so I'm like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I put my fingers on there and emit that form of expression.
Yeah.
I express through that vehicle. But I prefer, I really like language. I really like to express through language. That is a vehicle of expression. Drawing, painting, it's all a vehicle of expression. Just making noises, just doing nothing. Just thinking intensely, daydreaming, creating worlds, creating ideas and realities. Just creating that. It's intense if that's what we're doing. Ah, so now I have it seems like the mind has a new goal. The, the new goal is to express what chaos yoga is. They make sigils, but they can do it. But they can do it anyway. And I try to get my whole body involved.
This is cool.
This is interesting. What do you think about?
I'm being really in the moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, just I mean,
It's
well,
pretty nice.
well, what you're doing is you're zoning out to the
Yeah,
environment.
I'm just present.
Is that what the moment is?
I
Is the
think so.
moment
I
all the
think-
objects?
I think the moment is the moment that we're just conscious and recording information. Just present.
Is that happening no matter what? Can't that happen when speaking and thinking?
I think so.
But it happens into a medium.
Yeah.
And so you're just talking about not using a medium. Well, you were playing the drum.
Yep. Yeah, it's just so peaceful over here. I'm like, dang, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I forget. I forget my goal and my mission. And I forget the realizations that I have every day. I need to fly. This is what I must do. I must fly and sprout and grow wings. I must become a bird.
Which,
But yeah, so it's zoning out the objects in the environment.
yeah, I tend to. I did that when I was a kid. I used to get in trouble all the time in class because they'd be like, "Oh, you're daydreaming. Paying attention to your work." I'm like, "Shut up, I'm talking to God." No, I think that's what it is. I think just sometimes I will get so in the present moment whenever I'm with nature or where I'm good vibing people, so to speak. Um, it's just really pleasant.
Mm.
I feel like everybody
Okay,
else is
okay.
just making
So
noise. People are just
when
making
when
noise.
is of the planets? How are you connected to the planets?
My sun sign is Aries. Um, my moon sign is Virgo. Rising is Sagittarius. So there's a strange amount of like fire and earth that are really present. So I can get easily, I guess, distracted or bored or influenced. But I think as I'm getting older, as my practices have been more part of my life, I've just been trying to work on slowing down, pacing out, especially with how impermanent things are. I've come to discover that I have to just grasp them the moment that they're there because
Wow.
sooner or
Yeah.
later, yeah,
That's crazy, man.
yeah, it's a lot. I used to not think that way when I was younger, and even to this day, I have moments where I'm eager to just go and to experience and to do. And I think after growing up and having domestic violence and really traumatic experiences in my life, I started realizing that rushing just didn't make anything better, to make it worse. So I'm like, okay, how do I be more in the moment? How do I stop? How do I slow down and record and experience things that are going on? And sometimes, my anger and my impatience still gets the best of me, but
I see. I used to focus on those sort of things, right? But then I just kind of just didn't really have to worry about it. I just didn't really. People didn't really get to me or like the environment or like what was going on in that sense.
yeah,
But it makes sense. But it makes sense to be bullheaded.
yeah, when you've gone through a certain amount of suffering and I would say emotional abuse, there's a part of you that looks at the world differently, and I guess it does change a person and their perception. But yeah, I would love to be born with a gift to not give a fuck what people think. Now I've had to train myself, so to speak, and practice over the years to get to a point of not caring what people think. But
Is that where you're at?
yeah, I believe I'm right at the edge of that. I finally gotten to the point where I'm like, well, I'll walk around in my sandals and I'll sit and talk whatever bullshit I want to talk, and you can either listen or you can go about your business. Either way, I'm gonna still be sitting here talking shit. So it took a while to get there, but I'm slowly getting to that.
Such an amazing story. Such an amazing symbolic story.
I guess so.
It's
I don't
that
really think
you are that you. And so when I was saying like you've been through this journey before, like you are this character. You are going through the journey of full to like magician and all the environments as well.
yeah, and I think in this mindset, in this moment in my life, I've experienced so many people come and go out of my life, both romantically and as friends, and strangers. I've just recognized the pattern of impermanence. So I started saying to Jesus, I haven't cherished these people and these experiences enough. So now they're gone. Now I'm craving those experiences.
I never really focus on how things go, I just focus on how if they're here, they're always here. And it's and they say, they say it's the eternal moment, but like that's way like I understood that intellectually, right? But like now it's like anything that you've ever felt in a moment or anywhere, but you only have that feeling in that moment in order to use that moment as reference of growth and expansion and continue on to feeling new moments.
Yeah, that's what it came down to me finally believing, finally experiencing. I feel like it's, those people that we come across and those experiences that we come across, it's like, yeah, they may be still there, but I always have the, I guess, sort of mindset of, I've changed so much. I'm sure they're going to change. They're not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same experience as before.
I think it's always the same. It's always the same. It's always the same. That's what when just talking, because when we talk and we say things, we're really just going with the flow of the universe, right? But the vibrations that hit us, like that match our frequency, those are the words that are uttered, and the intention of the words and the meaning of the words and the words we translate feelings towards. They're just kind of there. And our whole life is. And our whole life is just kind of there. So everything I say, and so we just go with things, right? Okay, yeah. So I'm remembering. Of course I'm remembering. Because I'm just going with things. I'm just going with this thought. Is this thought being the one that needs to be expressed right now? And what that is well, now it's suddenly something else. Now it's you're connected to and creating everything. Now it's that, which that wasn't what it initially was. And so is that what you mean by impermanent? Is forgetting?
I believe so. I believe that's where my belief on impermanence kind of lying now.
Man, this is crazy. This is intense. I have to say that I guess I'm just attached to a thought right now. Because it really made sense. It was really the findings, the greatest findings, the greatest. This is how I treat it. Now I'll just go on with just talking about my dogmas or whatever, but of this imagination, right? AKA truth, beliefs. But focus. But what is it that you focus upon? All of these all of these thoughts are just entities that appear. And we're thinking, oh, that's a good representation. We're thinking, oh, that's a good representation. We're thinking, oh, that's good art or not.
Right.
We're judging the art around us.
Yeah.
But, by saying, but we're doing it automatically. I'm not saying you're doing anything, all right? It's happening automatically. The body's reactions of what words you choose to say, that's all I'm talking about.
It's pretty true. There's always the first moment of judgment, being critical. You know.
Yeah. What is that? What determines that? Yeah, that's based upon your frequency.
Yeah. Experience, frequency.
Because the entities are vibrations, but you're also a vibration. And so you can appear to other entities. The entities float into you.
Yeah.
Entities float into you. And they're like, and they want to express themselves. And then you are like, oh, I need this. And so you follow a direction. You follow a desire. You follow a truth, a belief, a pattern. You follow a pattern. Because what you're in, universe, infinity, in this moment, it's all of the moments. Infinitely. So you can be in any one. And we are in all of them. And so things aren't impermanent. It's eternal. But that's why they call it hell.
Right.
But it's the game. It's the program. It's the simulation. So forget what your point was. You know what I mean? Because you have to trust these thoughts. But at the same moment, it's like, oh, well, that was my representation. That was the art. That's why I'm getting a frustration that I can't remember the art that I wanted to express. You know? So it's okay to be, our society and our culture has totally created that by giving us so much art. We all became artists. That's just the human way to preserve itself, preserve its species, preserve knowledge and information. It's just nature. Because they didn't know what else to do, so it's like let's just send them on this chaos path, this path of chaos, creation, destruction. It doesn't have to make sense. Yeah? I guess I could have been using it.